How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Rows back with another video. So there's a situation going on right now. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but you know, it's something that needs to be called attention to. Not that it hasn't already by much bigger platforms and stuff, but I kind of wanted to give my take. So there's this YouTube channel. He exposes bad people, you know, cults, scammers, and companies who rip off their customers because Bricks and Minifigs, and they're notorious for stuff like this. This is not the first time I've seen people talking about this company. There's another YouTuber. I'll try to plug. I'll find his channel, all that stuff, and release the information that way. Send people that way so they can get more, especially Reckless Ben's video. But these guys are known for scamming people. If people bring in something and they don't know exactly what it's worth, they will take advantage of that and it's crazy that Lego minifigures cost this much, but like a $200 Lego minifigure, and they'll give you 30 bucks and be like, yeah, this isn't the rare variant, this is one, this, that, or you know, you see this, you know, they'll over explain it and try to confuse you and make it so that you lose money so they gain money, and that's already bad business, right? But there's this family that made a deal with their local, which are franchises, so they're separate stores owned by a corporation, run by separate owners. So someone in Oregon brought their Lego Star Wars collection, they started collecting in 2000, to their local Bricks and Minifigs, right? So they set up this plan, contract notarized, said, we'll give you our Lego sets to sell for us. You get to keep a small percentage. We get most of the profit. It's a beneficial situation. They don't have to store them. They're selling them. They need the money for medical debts, for his children, his grandchildren, etc. Because it's an over $200,000 collection. These are classic Lego Star Wars sets. So Bricks and Minifigs takes possession. They have this deal. I'm sure they sold a couple of sets. Next thing you know, the owners of the franchise, and they're not at fault here. I want to make sure that that's well known as well. They're not at fault. The franchise owners that made this deal were essentially kicked out of the Bricks and Minifigs that they paid for and ran because they said they wanted to sell and they had a family issue where they needed to move, etc., etc. So Bricks and Minifigs not only screwed over this customer, but also the franchise owners, because when they took the franchise, they took possession of these Legos, acted like that deal never happened, and then have been lying and manipulating and trying to change the truth of the matter ever since they got caught out for it. And they're trying to wait it out and sweep it under the rug, but because Reckless Ben dropped this video last week, and this is only part one, it's not going anywhere. They literally, Ben, you go watch his video, but he had multiple attempts to try and get this guy's Lego collection back, all legal, all completely legal. But at the end of that video, he actually had 10 people buy a set that they had possession of from Brian, the actual owner, sign a deal and have it notarized so it was official that he sold those sets. And they all went into Bricks and Minifigs, said, hey, I bought this, I need this stuff. And they were all denied. So they decided to sue in small claims court. And every single person filed for 10,000, I think it was 10,000. They filed separate suits, got up to a judgment of up to $100,000 in separate rulings because it was all separate sales, right? And that was the genius plan. Bricks and Minifigs ignored it, and when they defaulted on the judgment, they were ruled as the loser. So when Reckless Ben and his friends went to go collect, they found that Bricks and Minifigs store had been completely shut down. Little shady, right? So this is not the first time they've scammed people. If there is one in your area, do not shop there. Ask them where Brian's Legos are. Not Legos, Lego. Sorry, Lego people. I'm not a huge Lego person. I have a lot, but that was in my past. Lego. No, don't harass anybody. I'm just kidding. But you know, like, don't patronize that business. Don't go in there and spend your money, because not only will they try to rip you off, they'll try to say that you ripped yourself off or something like that. So just be aware. Be ethical about things you purchase, or how you purchase them, who you purchase them from. If you know that someone got something from a shady place, don't buy it. Don't, oh, well, someone's loss is my gain. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Just let that company do what it's doing to itself until it doesn't exist anymore, because this isn't going away. they will not admit fault. They gaslight and say they're liars and this, that, you know, just accuse them, the victims, of being the culprit. Even I tried to have Ben arrested multiple times for speaking as a liaison. Who they banned Brian and they banned Ben from the store for life. So even though things they own are in that store, they were banned and they would get trespassed and sent to jail if they tried to go back into that store, which doesn't exist anymore, because rather than pay, and that's the thing. So the business is not responsible for a franchise's legal trouble. The corporation is attached to it, but they are not in charge of a judgment that a separate Bricks and Minifigs would have had against them. So to completely save face, they just shut the store down. So yeah, that's it. That's the situation. It's shady. It's not good. There's a lot of people that take advantage of people's hobbies, because a lot of people are collectors now, right? We have, you know, all action figures, of course. There's Lego. There's Thrill Joy. There's a whole nother situation brewing over there where the company itself is not at fault. It's an individual. I did a live stream covering all this, but I just wanted to do like kind of a quick recap, at least of the bricks and things. A, because I wanted to give my take, and B, because it's shitty. I like to call it shitty behaviors, even if it's, especially if it's by giant companies like Hasbro or Bricks and Things, because this is a corporate conglomerate. This isn't a small mom and pop. This is a business, a multi-million-dollar business. So just be aware of where you spend your money and who you give it to, you know? So with all that being said, keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to local LGBTQ plus community. Check out the subreddit r/figurefanatics. Follow me on Instagram, rowdy__Riles. I always say underscore. Comment, let me know what you think. If you've ever shopped at that store, what your experience was like, how your day is going. Just say, hey, do all that stuff. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. Did I already say that? I love y'all. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye. Go check out Reckless Ben, and I'll try to tag that other channel. Deuces.
Return to
a mythical Walmart end cap.
Ah, Morty, you're still watching this crap, isn't this? To review figures and toys and stuff. Aren't you a little old for toys? Ah, geez, Rick, you know, I don't think you should call her a bitch, and I kind of like her videos, so maybe you should shut the up. Thank you, Morty. Thank you.